Good morning students. Once again welcome you all in this English class. Students, today we will do lesson number 11 of a first flight book, that is The Proposal, written by Chocobo. Students, two parts of this drama already we have done. So third part we will do in this content. Students, first I will give you a little introduction. The Proposal is a one-act play that begins with a young man, Lomo, presenting a marriage proposal to his neighbor's daughter. Before he could actually convey it to the girl, they enter into an argument about Oxen Meadows. Chukubov, the lady's father, also joins the heated discussion. After they end this, they enter into another argument about their dogs and which one is better than the other. In the weirdest of all, his proposal gets forgotten until Lomo falls due to his palpitation, and Chocobo instantly puts her daughter's hand in Lomov's. Unfortunately, the quarreling still continues. So students, I am going to start with the explanation of the rest part. Listen it carefully. Lomo feels nervous and shakes all over just like he has got an examination before him. He feels that it is in his favor, that he already has his mind made up, because if he gave himself time to ponder upon it, his marriage would end up getting delayed or worse, being cancelled. He, looking an excellent housekeeper and well educated, what else could one ask for? Still excited. He could feel some noises in his ear. He did not give himself the option of not marrying after he had reached the critical age of 35. He He wished to live a normal and ordinary life. He generally suffers from an abnormally high heart rate and gets upset easily. Even at that moment, his lips were trembling and his eyebrows twitching above all this. He does not sleep well. Whenever he sleeps, he feels a pull in the right side in his head and shoulder. Then he jumps, walks, and lies down. But as soon as he is to get off to sleep, he experiences another pull. This happened for around 20 times. Chocobo's daughter Natalia enters the scene only to see Chocobo Lomo. To her surprise, her father had told her that some merchant was waiting to get his goods. Lomov asked about her well-being. She apologized for her apron and dress, as they had been shelling peas for drying, and asked him to be comfortable. She even offers him lunch. On being asked for lunch, Lomov tells her that he had already had his. She often she then offers Lomov to smoke. She talks about the great weather they were experiencing that day and how bad it was the previous day. And the workmen could not do anything the entire day. She starts talking about her haystack and how she had been greedy enough to get the entire field cut, which is worrying her now. While talking, she suddenly notices his dress and guesses if he is going for the ball. She compliments him and asks him the occasion. Lomov begins talking and warns her that she could be surprised or even angry upon hearing. He feels strangely cold. Natalia asks him the matter of his concern. Lomov tries to be brief in his approach. He begins by recalling the good relations between both of their families from the beginning. His late aunt and her husband respected Natalia's parents. He even mentions that their lands are neighboring to each other and his oxen meadows touches their bridge words. Natalia questions that the integrity of Lomov by asking if the oxen meadows that he claims to own are actually his. Lomov affirms she could not believe what she was hearing because according to her the oxen meadows are hers. Lomov exclaims that they are his. Natalia says that she was not aware of it and asks Lomov for an explanation. Lomov clarifies and points out the exact oxen meadows. He is talking about the one that are wedged between Bridgewoods and the Bumped Marsh. Natalia also confirms that she is talking about those particular meadows. Lomov thinks that are some misunderstanding that Natalia has because he's very sure that they are his. Natalia tells Lomov to think that for how long have the oxen meadows been his? Natalia replies that they have been his forever. Natalia committed that she could not believe him. Lomo mentions that he has proof that the land belongs to him. He even highlights that once oxen meadows were a disputed property, but the issue had been resolved that they are now his. He goes back into its history and specifies that his aunt's grandmother had given the free use of these meadows in perpetuity to the peasants of his father's grandfather. According to him, it was given for 40 years and the peasants got the habit of regarding it as their own. Natalia disagrees since childhood. She has heard from her grandfather and great-grandfather that the landlord extended till the burned marsh. She completely trusted them and does not see any point in arguing about its ownership. Lomov insists on showing her the proof. Natalia thinks of it as some kind of joke because she believes that the land is theirs since past 300 years and now someone comes claiming it to be his property. Although the land is not of her much worth, only around 300 rubles, but Natalia is highly disappointed by the unfairness. Lomov here begs Natalia to at last listen to what he is trying to say. He mentions that her great-grandfather's peasants used to bake bricks for his aunt's grandmother, and as he continued talking, he was interrupted by Natalia. Natalia expresses her reluctance on listening to any of his tales. She just knows one thing: the oxen meadows are hers. Lomov, mine. Natalia disagrees and tells him that he can do anything to prove his theory or wear 15 such dress jackets. But she will never accept that the fact that they are his. She clarifies that she wants nothing from him and does not intend on giving anything that is hers, but the oxen meadows are hers. Lomov clarifies that even he does not value the oxen meadows, much, but he is just being fair and acting on principle. He even offered to make a present of the meadows to her. Natalia offers to make a present of them to him because they are actually hers. She is shocked at how he is offering to gift the property to her only. She mentions that he had been acting very strange, and till then they thought of him as a friendly neighbor, but now he is not at all acting neighborly. Natalia's family offered him their threshing machine last year, even if it meant delaying their own process, but he has been treating them oddly. She feels that he is not showing due respect to them. He takes it as if Natalia is accusing him of being a land grabber. He gets offered and mentions that never in his entire life he has grabbed something that is not his. He cannot stand someone accusing him of the same. While sipping on some water, he mentions that the oxen meadows are his. Natalia still insists that they are theirs. Lomov is adamant on his view. Natalia feels the need to prove his ownership and thus decides on sending the grass cutters at the location the same day. Lomov cannot believe what Natalia says. Natalia insists that the grass cutters will be there that very day. Lomov threatens that he will hit Natalia's mowers. Natalia threatens that he should not dare to do such a thing. Lomov gets aggressive and mentions in a high tone that the oxen meadows are his and his only. Natalia asks Lomov to behave and refrain some shouting in her house. He makes a mention of his extremely painful increased heart and rate and blames it for his tone. Even in such a pain, he does not stop claiming the oxen meadows. On hearing both of them fight, Chocobov enters to check upon them and asks the subject matter. Natalia asks her father to confirm the ownership of oxen meadows. Chocobov tells Lomov the same things as Natalia. The oxen meadows belong to them. Lomov questions our claim made by Chocobov and asks him to be responsible. He continues explaining his side of the story to him and gets interrupted by Chocobov. Chocobov interrupts and corrects him by mentioning that the only reason that the peasants got to use oxen meadows to free was because it was a disputed land. But now it is very clear to everybody that the Chocobos own it. He even blames him of not seeing the plan. So student, this part we have completed of this content. Rest of the part will be completed in the next content. So revise it, listen it carefully. Thank you. God bless you.